bugs suck.
Apologies make lousy parachutes.
All right. Welcome to the Lone Wolfer Garage Moto Vlog. As always, I am your host, Lone Wolfer, and I am on my girl, Bonnie Belladina, and I am headed over to one of my favorite state parks here in Connecticut, Chatfield Hollow. Yes, it has a very spooky sounding name, but it is not really a spooky place. It's actually a quite beautiful place. And the reason that I am heading over there is not only to try and take in some of the beautiful scenery, but I actually wanted to do a little review on a camping item that I tend to carry with me on longer trips. Just to, have a place to sit, because it is a backpacking chair. And it happens to fit snugly inside my saddlebag. It's very portable, very easy to carry, and when I do go camping, it fits neatly inside of my duffel bag. But the problem is, will I actually be able to find somewhere to park where I can also conveniently film without a ton of people annoying the shit out of me? Let's see if we can find something. Oh, hello, puppy doggies. Well, they're in the first spot that I was thinking about going. That's out. I could go right there, but not really as appealing. I understand why there's so many people here, but God, I hate them. They're infuriating because they're everywhere. What about down there? Oh. I do my fair share of camping in general, but motorcycle camping is one of my favorite things. Sadly though, oftentimes when you go motorcycle camping, you don't have a comfortable place to sit. And that is where one of these little backpacking chairs comes in. This particular Ozark Trail Backpacking Chair can be found at Walmart. I picked this up for about 20 bucks. And yeah, that is a lot less expensive than, say, LL Bean or REI, where I think their versions are about 70, 80 bucks. But having gone and looked at those at the stores, they're basically the exact same thing as this. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the inexpensive version myself. This particular backpacking chair is rated for 250 pound weight capacity. I personally weigh 250 pounds, and I've been using this for a couple years now, and it has not failed me. So I think that that is actually on the low side. I believe that this one will stand up to higher weights. I'm not going to venture a guess on how much it actually can hold. I am going to say again, though, that it does hold my 250 pounds. All right, let's put it together. So as you can see here, it is quite small, and I am quite large. But yeah, let me show you exactly how it looks when a human my size sits in a backpacking chair this size. It is way more comfortable than it might actually look. The one issue that I really have with this particular chair is that when I sit down and the ground is soft, it sinks into the ground. So the reason why this chair sinks into the ground in this manner is a two-part problem. One is weight. I am heavy, okay. But on the end here, these little plastic caps, they are too small to actually disperse that weight properly. I understand that for backpackers who are trying to minimize the amount of weight that they're carrying when they're out there on the trail by themselves, smaller is better. Mind you, this chair isn't going to actually get that much heavier if they put on something that had just a bit more surface area for contact with the ground. So I went a-hunting on the interwebs and I found something that might help disperse my weight just a little bit better. So I am a trekking pole user as well, and I found myself in need of new rubber stoppers on the end because I had worn mine out. And I found that there are different types you can get, and these happen to fit on this chair perfectly. So these particular trekking pole ends come from a company called NORDIC. I believe they're out of New York State somewhere, close by to me. I'm in Connecticut, and yeah, pretty much one-day shipping. Pretty awesome. Let's pop these little guys off and put these bigger ones on. All right, let's see how these work. First time lowering my 250-pound bulky butt into the chair with these new NORDIC trekking pole ends with a bigger footprint. Doesn't feel like I'm sinking into the ground anymore. Definitely holding up much better. Oh, I can't wait to be around a nice warm fire, cooking some food, sitting in this chair after a long day of riding again. Oh, it's going to be a good year. So, as I said, there are a bunch of different versions of this particular type of backpacking chair. This one happens to be the Ozark Trail Walmart version, and it's about $20. I'll put a link down below so you can actually check it out for yourself. If you're one of those people who's like, I don't want to shop at Walmart, I want to buy the name brand one, well, you go do you. That's cool. LL Bean has one, REI has a couple different ones. There are dozens of them, literally dozens of them on Amazon that you can find. I do recommend these chairs if you're looking for something light and easy to carry when you're out going motorcycle camping, or if you're going to an event and you need to bring a chair with you. It fits easily in my saddlebag, and I've had it for 2 years now. It has held up very well. It has stood the test of time. Doesn't have any rips, doesn't have any holes from being burned or like that, which is great. It's done its job very, very well. Again, the one issue I had was sinking down into soft ground. So if you are a heavier person, you might want to consider getting a pair of these larger footed trekking pole ends to help disperse your weight. Might not be necessary if you're a lighter person. So yeah, if you have any questions about this particular chair or this style of chair, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them down below. If you have suggestions for your own personal travel chairs that you use when you are out riding or moto camping or going to a baseball game and riding your motorcycle there, I'd love to know what you guys are using out there in the world. So yeah, if you like this one, give it a big old thumbs up. If you don't, keep on trucking, and yeah, rock on. GoPro, stop recording.